Hey, real quick one here. I did not show the new process for completing tasks, minor details, so let me just go through that real quickly and so I can get everyone on the same page. I am going to work on this gameplay task next for the game design document. I've already estimated it, and what I will do now, whereas before we would join and move it around, I have made a script that you hit begin task when you're ready to start working on it. It's going to move it to the next list at the bottom of the doing list. That's already happened, and you see it adding the new checklists and a little bit of extra stuff. We have a steps checklist that is optional to use, and I would write out whatever steps I think I'll need to do for a game design document, game design task. I might do some brainstorming, do some research, refine that brainstorming idea set, and then spend some extra time to fill in the document. And you can add to it as you go. The completion checks is part of the script. As I check these off, and it's just for me to make sure I don't miss any of the points, I'll check off that it's complete or wasn't for whatever reason, and whenever I'm done with it, I'll make a follow-up task if necessary. So if I was working on this game design document part and I found out that I couldn't do the whole thing, then I would create a follow-up task that is to fill in that gap. Then task completion shared with the team. I want everyone to share when you complete a task. It's not just to show off, although I think it's worth showing off whenever you do these things, but it's also to keep everyone on the same page. If I added a new asset, it's good for people to know that they can use that in their game. If I added a new part to build levels with, it's good for me to help other people get familiar with that part to add it into it. It keeps us on the same page, especially people who aren't using the Trello as much, that they don't see these notifications. We have that activity channel for Trello, but it shows everything, and so these key things will get lost. And then the last one, check the last box to auto-complete the task. Once every one of these things is checked off, it will automatically move it from doing to done. And there is a 5-day timer on these that is totally changeable. It's not anything that you have to stick to, but it will also mark that deadline as met. So the last thing on here is just a note about comments. It adds a custom comment to everyone. That comments are a good way to share thoughts. They're a good way to communicate with someone else, so you should watch for comments on your own tasks. So it's a good way to communicate with a lot of focus with just the one person rather than grabbing them synchronously with a DM. So that is it for these. You can see it here at the bottom of this. Whenever I was done with that, I would check off these things and it would go from doing to done. Thanks.